Good afternoon, students. In this semester, I will take your reverse engineering subject. I just want to know that in this lab, 5 TP1 TO1 A batch is there, right? Acknowledge me.
Yes,
From
ma'am.
5, okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
And okay, and from TC3 class, B batch is there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, thank you, students. So before we go ahead with what is reverse engineering and what tasks you need to carry it out, different terminology we are using in our IT companies. The first one is we call software engineering. Another term is forward engineering. Another is reverse engineering, and then after re-engineering. So these are the different approach. Maybe you will come across when you go in companies. These are the terminologies that is used in companies. How many of you aware about software engineering? What is software engineering? Any one of you? Do you have any idea? Okay, one is saying that Ashish is saying that developing software. Okay, I want answer from everybody. Either it is right or wrong, that's fine. But make sure you don't sit ideally and just listen to me. It's a subject where you need to speak up. Yes, so yes, if you go in diploma, we have a software engineering subject in fourth semester. Syllabus is somewhat same, some advanced topics are there. Even you will learn this subject in your next semester, that is sixth. In sixth semester, you have this subject, okay? So don't worry about it. Fine. If you didn't study the diploma, then also you have this subject. So whatever the companies are going on with that product, how they just build that, that entire procedure you will see in that subject. Okay. Yes. So some of the students are saying that software engineering is developing a software. Okay. That is related to the software. Yes. Now, you tell me what is your approach if I'm giving you one definition that you need to build a software for home automation system. So what is your steps? How you will proceed? You can unmute yourself also, you can write in chat. First, breaking the definition to small task. Okay, somewhat relatable. Yes, Sunny, that is the most perfect answer that we can say. First of all, you need to go ahead with the user requirement. Okay, if I'm saying that you need to prepare a software for home automation system, I'm giving only the title. Is it sufficient for you to go ahead and create the entire software? Yes or no? Tell me. Only the title of your software is sufficient? No? Yes, fine. So what other information you require apart from the title? Think about it. The requirement and feasibility studies, okay. User convenience, very good. If we just talk about specific home automation system, then yes, loads and light related things we need to think. First to know what is the problem. Okay, fine. Your topmost step is you need to go ahead with the requirement gathering. Okay, I'm just presenting my screen so that you can see the steps. I'm asking you, first of all, I'm telling you regarding software engineering because if I'm directly switch to the reverse engineering, maybe you will not understand. So the name itself saying that the reverse, it reverse the things, but you need to understand what are the steps you need to reverse it. That's why we first just go ahead with the discussion on software engineering. Just a second, I'm presenting my screen. Let me know it's visible or not. Okay, fine. Thank you. So our topmost approach, whenever you want to develop any software, your topmost step is called the communication. What you are doing here, only title is not sufficient. Everybody agree in that part, right? So apart from the title, we require the functionality and the feature in my system. Okay, like the software, take example of library management system, the basic example. What that software will do, go for the issue book, return book, reserve book, login, register. These are the functionality that we need to include in our software. So what we do, we just contact to our customer. Now, I'm just saying some scenario in companies also because I work there, so I have idea. Generally, a developer never ever communicate with your customer. When you go in companies, either the team leader, either the project manager, or maybe the higher person or higher authority person will communicate with your customer. Okay, I hope you know what are the other roles in companies. Like one is a developer. Is there any other positions are there in companies? Tell me. Taster, okay, very good. Apart from that, yes, marketing team, HR, yes, very good. Then after, manager, fine. Yes, senior developer, junior developer, okay, that is the categories of developer, fine. HR, marketing, branding, okay. Survey team, okay.
Consultancies.
Yes, that is also fine. Admin, okay. CA, fine. These are the different roles are there in different company. But if I'm specifically telling for IT company, so we have a like HR, we have a developers, we have a testers, we have a managers, we have a QA team also. QA team means they will assure the quality. Then after we have a DevOps engineer also. Maybe many of you heard about this term DevOps. Have you heard this term before? We call it as a DevOps, DEVOPS. Yes, yes. Have you heard that term, Sunny, before? Sunny, whatever the spelling that you already wrote in chat box, I'm speaking only about that.
And I've
Okay,
just
fine.
heard about it, like Microsoft DevOps and all that, but really don't know about it.
Oh, okay, fine. Generally, nowadays, this era is there where company are hiring DevOps engineer. And when I just talk with my friends who are there in Bangalore, so like it's one kind of emerging trend right now. Now, what is the task of this DevOps engineer? You will learn one chapter in your software engineering subject in next semester where DevOps concepts are there. Now, what is this DevOps? So, Dev, that means development, Ops, that means operation. So, here your developers and your operation team work together and build the entire product. If I'm giving you one scenario where you need to work in complex system, okay? But when you work in real time, you need to divide this entire system in smaller part for easily manage that entire application or software. Now, for example, Sunny has one module, Vasu has another module, Mansi has another module, and me has another module. We are working on different module. Okay. Now, at the end, we need to integrate all this module. Okay. Now, who will take care about all the operations are going to all the operation is going to perform very well on each and every module or not? Every module integrated at that time, is there any issues or not? Okay, so when you do this kind of task, it's always handled by the DevOps engineer. Okay, they will always think about different modules, cooperation, their integration part, and how the entire product will run smoothly. Generally, whenever systems are there, at that time this particular role is there. Otherwise, it is not there in every company. Okay, so right now this kind of events are there. Everybody know about the repository. In companies, what we have to do, by at the end of day, we need to submit the work in that repository. And after each and every versions, all the versions are stored in that repository. So who will manage all this versions, code, and all the data? So it's task for the DevOps engineer. I hope this will give you some overview about it. Not in detail, but I hope it's clear to you up to here. Fine. Okay. So apart from that, data scientists are there nowadays to deal with data analytic part. Okay.
Ma'am, your voice is not audible.
My sound is not there.
Ma'am, now it's here, ma'am. Now you are audible, ma'am.
Okay. And now, student, just a second. Maybe network issues are there. Okay, fine. Okay, now it's fine. Students, my voice is coming properly. Sunny, Rohit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so my question is, tell me, after gathering the requirement or after knowing the functionalities of your software, what is your next step to develop the entire software? What you will do?
Ma'am, please once again question.
Okay, my question is, we need to create a home automation system or software. Take example of that. You gather the requirement from your client, like you get to know, okay, in this software, these are the different functionalities must be involved, right? Now you have to develop the software. So first is your communication phase where you gather all the functionality related information. Now what you will do? What is your next step so that you can build the entire product?
I support to choose the language, ma'am.
Choose
The language is supposed to work. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Gather the requirement resources. Okay, fine. Is there any other answers? Work on idea and try to build steps or algorithm. Design of the software. Okay, that is perfect. How can we arrange and can apply in that software? Okay, GUI. Okay, so most of the student is saying that whatever the resources you have. Okay, maybe some of the student already learned this subject in diploma, so they have an idea about it. But as a student, if you don't know about software engineering, what is your always answer? That is the designing or the GUI of your, or building the GUI of your software, right? So as a students, we have this particular idea. But when you go in companies, your second step is planning. What you will do here, you will estimate the cost of the entire software because you need to provide the budget to your customer. Like either for 70,000, either for 1 lakh, you need to estimate that cost. So your second task is, just a second. Your second task is you need to estimate the cost and effort. Now, what is this effort? Effort means how many people is required to develop the software. Okay, it combines all the people involved in your software, either a 15, either a 20, or in complex project, it may be a 50 also. Okay, and apart from that, you prepare the scheduling here, because if you don't create the scheduling, you will not complete everything on deadline, because customer always say that they want the product within 6 to 8 months, or specifically 8 months, on or before 8 months they want the product. But if you don't plan your product properly, you will not complete it within 8 months. So that's why the scheduling is there. It will help you to complete your entire project within specific deadline. Okay, so don't avoid this planning phase. Generally in companies, we are using different tools, like for scheduling, we prepare the schedule through Gantt chart, but that is too much detail for you. So don't worry, don't remember that part. Next to that, as you already told me, that is the designing. It is also called the modeling, where you actually create the design or the prototype of your software, like how your software is look like. If you are creating the website, then how your home pages look like, how your internal pages is look like. Okay, that way you are creating the entire design. After design is created, then you go ahead with the actual coding, where you will choose the entire languages, platform, and everything you will choose here. And apart from that, you will apply the standards. Okay, some standards you need to follow when you just start preparing coding. Once your coding is done, you need to go ahead with the testing. Now, what do you mean by testing?
When we test the software in different scenarios, in different situations, in extreme
Very good.
situations, and we
Yes,
after getting the updates, we optimize the software. Like,
very good, very good. Testing means, in short, identify the bugs and error present in your entire software. If I'm giving you one scenario in our company, if I'm working on development team, so we just write the code. Then after we submit this particular just a second, just a second. Sorry for the inconvenience. Just a second. Okay, so we are discussing about testing part where you need to check it out like your software is as per the requirement or not. You check it out like bugs and errors are present or not. So when we are in company, we develop the product. Then after we submit it into the testing team, they will analyze the entire product and they just give some of the comments on that. We need to again improve it and again that go to the testing team. So that way, like cycle is going on. Once your product is ready and there is no bugs, then it go to the QA team. So QA team is always assure the quality. Like we need to check it out, whatever the software you build, it as per the expectation of customer or not. So we need to check it out the quality. Now, many of the students have like question like how you can measure the quality of your software. Do you have any idea how we will measure? Efficiency, okay.
Ma'am, I think as per content, we have to measure that all.
Okay, fine. Okay, if I'm giving you an example, which one is the popular game that right now we are playing?
What, ma'am?
PUBG.
PUBG. Okay, fine.
PUBG, yes, I think.
Okay, most of the students. Okay, fine. Okay, these are the games that you're playing right now. Fine. So lots of different games are there. Based on your interest, you are playing that game. Okay. So the market demand is most important thing here. If the youth is going towards one game, then definitely other competitor companies are also making this kind of same game. Okay, just take example of PUBG. Maybe some other similar kind of apps are there in that same kind of feature is there. Only the design and all the GUI will be different, but same kind of functionalities are there. Yes or no? Yes, same kind of functionalities.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what they are doing? What is their approach? Generally, when you have to improve any product, when you have to reconstruct any product, at that time you are using the reverse engineering concept. Okay, keep in mind software engineering is always applied to any new product. You can start from scratch here, but reverse engineering is always applied on the existing product where your steps are in reverse way. Now, what is the benefit of using reverse engineering? So through reverse engineering, you can improve your product. That is the first advantage. Second is whatever the existing drawbacks are there, you can improve it. Third one, whatever the bugs and error are present, again, you can improve it. And fourth one is based on the customer feedback, you can launch the new version also. Now TC3 student, we are just stopping the discussion of the game. Okay, use your personal chat. Don't just go ahead with the discussion here. I don't want to say this thing again. Is it clear? Okay, so in reverse engineering, what you are doing, existing product are there, you are disassembling that product. After disassembling that product, you get to know about like what material is used, or if just specifically if we call about the software, then how the entire structure of your code, okay, how they create the design, okay, what are the different functionalities. So you go in reverse way, that is called the reverse engineering. Okay, after testing, generally in software engineering, we have a like delivery, support and feedback and all those things are there. Now take example like I'm also learn here how to crack. Yes, you can. I will give you one demo also, but don't use it for other things. We will not crack. We will not go ahead with any hacking part, but simple demo we will go ahead. In reverse engineering, you can use the tools, and using the tools, you can crack any software. You can violate the security of the software. Even you can change the login credential also. That is somewhat hacking part. Okay. So where, yes, that is the biggest example for our domain where reverse engineering is applied. Cracking the software, hacking the software, just taking the username and password from the app itself, okay, where reverse engineering is applied. Also, you use the reverse engineering before, if I'm giving you one example, you have a HCDA subject in previous semester, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Which
And,
subject, ma'am?
HCDA.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. HTML, CSS, Java.
Yes, so you created the website in that, like you have given one task that you need to create the website. Fine. So what is your approach? How you create the website? You use the template or you just start from scratch?
Scratch.
Okay,
CSS,
fine.
HTML, JavaScript.
Okay. Okay. Ashish,
Scratch,
apply
ma'am.
the reverse engineering. Okay, from scratch. Ashish, you apply the reverse engineering here. Okay, is there any other answers? Like seeing design of other website too? Okay, fine. Now,
Yeah, ma'am. First we have find the review of all other website, then we have construct.
okay, okay, fine. Got it. Now, yes, you are at that time you are in fourth semester, so definitely your approach should be you need to start from scratch because you need to learn that particular language like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery. Okay, fine. When you come in seventh semester, or yes, in seventh semester you have a like AWT subject where you need to learn the frameworks. Okay, like Laravel is there, React Native is there. Okay, these are the latest technology in web side. Okay, like web development side. So when you use the template or the framework, you are applying the reverse engineering. How? That I'm giving one example. Take an example that you need to create a restaurant management system. So what you will do, you don't want to go ahead with the scratch. You use here the template. Why? Because it will save your time. You already know the HTML, CSS knowledge you have. So you can go ahead with the templates, right? So what you will do, you will download that template. Okay, I'm just showing that one. I'm taking any website here. How we just go ahead in reverse. Right now we are in this phase. Okay. Right now we have from any website. Just wait for some time. So for any application, you can get easily the code of it. For example, you want to make the same application as WhatsApp or Instagram or any other. What you will do, you will just take the code. Then after you apply the reverse engineering, like you will analyze the code properly. From that, you get extract the design, and then after according to your need, you will modify it. Okay. So this is your approach. Whenever you just go ahead with the same kind of application you want to make it, and it will definitely save your time also, but you must have a basic knowledge regarding how we can develop any website. When you go ahead with the WordPress and Laravel, in that case also basic PHP, HTML, CSS, JavaScript knowledge is required. Apart from that, you cannot directly jump to the framework. Okay, I'm just presenting my screen again. Take example like you want to create this kind of website. Okay, so what you will do, you just inspect this element. Fine. So you have a code. We are going in reverse way. We have a code right now. What we will do, we will analyze this code. By analyzing this code, I get to know the design, like how this design is formed. Like here at the top side, logo is there, then after menu bar is there, then after different case studies are there, then after favorites are there. Okay, so by looking to this code, okay, this one is for this view. Then after this one is for this favorite sections. Okay, so what I'm doing, I am going in reverse way. I just analyzing this code. From that, I extract the design. I get to know, okay, this code is for this section, this code is this section. And by looking to this design, I'm gathering the functionality. Why this particular website is built, for what reason. Okay, so I am going in reverse way. See, now understand this image. I have a code, I extract the design from it, and from this design, I get to know what kind of functionality this particular website have. This is called the reverse engineering. Now, as I already told you, like I need to convert this website in somewhat modification I have to do or add some functionality. So here I will modify this requirement or modify my functionality and add new functionality in that. Based on this modified functionality, I will again design it and again go for the coding part. So this one, the left hand side is called the reverse engineering, and I hope my screen is visible to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, and you are seeing the re-engineering because maybe some lag.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
We are seeing same.
Okay, fine. That's fine. So left hand side, whatever the image you are doing, that you're going from bottom to top, that is called the reverse engineering. And this one, that is called the forward engineering. Now you tell me, see this image, compare this two image. Just a second. In software engineering also, the procedure is like you just go ahead with the requirement gathering, designing and coding, right? In software engineering, the steps are there. And when you go in forward engineering, the steps are same, like requirement, design and coding. So is there any difference between forward engineering and software engineering? Any difference?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Any other answer? Just apply your knowledge up to now and tell me. Is there any difference between software engineering
Like
and
in
forward engineering?
forward engineering, we are building logic by our own, and in reverse engineering, we are analyzing the codes and all. So that's the difference. Like
Yes, that is fine.
from scratch.
Yes, that's fine. Like in reverse engineering, we go ahead with the reverse way, and forward, we go ahead with the, after applying reverse engineering, we have to go ahead with the forward. We have in mind a clear figure what to do in forward, but in software, everything is, yes, very good. That is the major difference. When you use the software engineering, you don't have any existing product. Okay, you are starting from the scratch. But when you apply the forward engineering, you always have an existing product. Now keep in mind, software engineering you can apply to any product, but forward engineering always applied after the reverse engineering. Okay, so forward engineering directly cannot apply. You have to apply this forward engineering always after modification of your requirement or to the existing product. Yes, so all of your answer is correct. Fine. So that is the one major difference. You can just start from the scratch in software engineering, but in forward engineering, first you need to do the reverse engineering and then go ahead with the forward. Now, when you combine these two, reverse engineering and forward engineering, it is called re-engineering. That means you re-engineer the entire product. You reconstruct your entire product. So when you combine this reverse engineering and forward engineering, it is called the re-engineering. Is there any doubt up to here in this terminology? What is software engineering, reverse engineering, forward and re-engineering?
No, ma'am.
What about others? from TP1, PO1 students?
No, ma'am. No doubt till now.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so that is the basic knowledge you require when you work with the reverse engineering. Now I'm coming back to your syllabus. Now listen carefully, everybody. This is the important one. As we already discussed, that objective is to reconstruct or to reform the existing product. Now going ahead with the teaching scheme, it is a 1 credit subject. There is no mid semester, no final written exam for this subject. Only term work and Viva will be there. Only term work and Viva will be there, and each component contain 25 marks. So total 50 marks subject is there. Now the most important instruction is we need to complete this entire subject on or before 31st July. We need to complete Viva and term work and everything on or before 31st July. Now what you need to, yes?
31st July is our semester end date.
No. For only this subject, we need to complete it on or before 31st July. That is not your term end. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
For only this subject, we have to complete it before 31st July. Now, what is the plan for it? What you need to do for getting the marks for term work and for Viva? So, right now, listen carefully. In term work, you need to submit one report. Once you submit your report, based on your content and your preparation in your report, you will get your term work mark. And for Viva, you need to prepare one presentation. Now, what you have to include in report, what you have to include in presentation, that I am discussing right now. Yes, that also I will discuss, Ashish. Okay, coming to the term work part. You need to carry out 3 different tasks. Not 3, basically 2 different tasks are there, because third task is presentation, that always come under the Viva part. Okay, so you need to perform 2 tasks. Okay, second task I will discuss with you in the next lab or maybe next to next lab. Regarding first task, I am discussing right now. Now your first task is, I hope everybody got the invitation for Google Classroom. Yes or no? TP1 and TC3 students, tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We got.
Got it, right? Even you get one mail for the sheet where you need to enter the details regarding your case studies. I hope everybody get that sheet also. Yes? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We got all.
Okay. Now keep in mind this particular
Yes, ma'am.
report. Okay. This particular report and presentation, we can go ahead with the group activity. And maximum student per group are 3. Okay. So basically, minimum you can perform standalone also, or alone if you want to go ahead, then it is also fine. And maximum students are 3 per group. Just a second. Okay, so you can perform this activity, this entire subject activities and task group wise also, and maximum 3 people is allowed. But that is from same batch. Okay, if TP1, TO1 students are there, so same class and same batch. B batch, then B batch. A batch, then A batch. Okay, so batch must be same and class must be same. So that details you need to write in the shared sheet, which I already shared with you back 2 days. Yes, fine. So you need to enter the group details like enrollment number and student name. And then after 4 different case study title, I already give the example there. I also will tell you how to write the case study. Don't worry about it. And I will provide one platform From that you can find out, or you can make your own case study. Fine. Now you have to carry out 4 different case study. Out of this 4, one case study must be from our domain, that is from computer or software related things. Case study will be there, and other 3 case study you can take from any other branches, like either you want to improve the car design, either you want to improve the nail cutter design, either you want to go ahead with any electrical component, that is fine. But you need to choose the case study in such a way that you can apply the reverse engineering there. Whatever the ready-made case study you will take, in that also reverse engineering must be applied. So you need to find out 4 different case study where either the reverse engineering is already applied or you want to apply. That is up to you. Yes. Whatever the case study you are selecting, where reverse engineering must be applied. Now, when you search, you will find a lots of case study based on security type. So you need to just analyze the content, how reverse engineering is applied to that case study, that you need to just go ahead with that, and you can write. Okay, you can write here. I already uploaded this in your Google Classroom. And some instruction is given, you need to follow that. So 4 different case studies you need to include in task 1. So the first approach, directly you take any ready-made case study, but make sure duplicity is not there. Like you are going ahead with the group wise, right? So all the 4 case study must not be same with the any other group. If minimum, like maximum 1 case study is duplicate with any other group, that is fine. But make sure all the 4 different case studies are not same as the different group or different batches group also. So one is you can take any ready-made case study, analyze it, how reverse engineering is applied. Okay, that is your first approach. Second approach, you can make your own case study. Maybe TC3 students know this platform. We use this one in DTPS subject. If you know, if you just remember, then CBAT students. Now here, lots of different projects are there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you need to go ahead with the design and technology part. That is our sections. Yes. Okay. So you can just go ahead with the explore design. You can go ahead with the explore technology. Now, how you go ahead with the applying reverse engineering here and make your own case study. So just take example of mask. I'm just searching about mask. Now, see here, regarding mask, they improve the version that are right now existing. They improve that version, and that are of 100,000 projects are there that is based on mask. Now, what you need to write when you make your own case study. Just a second. We are going and making the case study based on mask. Okay. So that you have an idea how this platform you can use. If you use this platform, you need to first analyze existing product. Right now we are not dealing with the software, because in 4 case study, out of 4 you can take 3 case study from other domain also. Fine. So first of all, analyze your existing product. You need to write it down. You can here add some images. You can add here material details. Then after, drawback of existing. Okay. Now you tell me, everybody are wearing N95 mask, right? So what are the challenges you are facing right now? Breathing problems, fine. Then any other issues are you facing? What about other students? You are not wearing mask? Yes, skin problems, definitely. That is again one issue is there. Before 2 days, I got this issue. Skin get oily, yes. We feel suffocated when we wear it. Can't do heavy tasks, yes. Yes, most of the students who wear glass, they have a problems with that. Feel uncomfortable, yes. In summer, we have a like in winter and other season, we don't have that much issue. But in summer, I got very skin-related problems due to wearing mask for 5 or 6 hours continuously because I have to go outside continuously. That's why. Feel uncomfortable, fine. So how we will apply reverse engineering here? So what you do, first of all, you just take any N95 mask here. Then after, you just assemble it. So basically, when you just see and open it, 3 different layers are there. When you just detach it, you get to know the first layer, second and third. Apart from that, some other materials are also used to just make it comfortable, though it is not comfortable, but to wear it properly, they are using some other materials. So what you are doing, whatever the existing product are there, you are disassembling it first. Then after, you are analyzing this. By analyzing this product, you get to know for each and every layer, this material is used to making this mask. Then after drawback, whatever the drawback you list out, that you can list out when you use this particular platform. Okay. So you analyze your existing product. Now you just extract the design from that, and you get to know these are the different functionalities. In this situation, it is quite comfortable. In this situation, it is not. In this season, it is good. In this season, it is not good. So you gather the entire features of that mask. Now you need to modify this product. Okay. And how the people modify this product, I'm giving one example here. That is yes, this one. Both are there. This one I'm opening another. Okay, what they do. It is you get images, you don't have to go for it, search out, because existing product material and images you easily collect it from anywhere. And regarding the new model, images and the entire principle, you can collect it from here. Only you need to think how reverse engineering is applied. Have you apply the reverse engineering here? So that process I already told, that you need to first go ahead with the analysis of the existing product, analysis of the materials. Then you get to know by analyzing the material, like this material is somewhat uncomfortable for people. This is causing the skin related problems, right? So now you will improve the material. So what they do here, this particular mask is more and more used for gaming purpose. Now everybody using the PUBG. Right now I am also continuously speaking. At that time, if I am wearing the mask, you cannot hear me properly. Okay, so what this particular mask is specifically made for gaming purpose. So you don't have to wear it on your ear. You can just resize the belt that is here, and even whatever the issues are there regarding the students or maybe the person who are wearing the glasses, here enough space are there. So whatever the uncomfortness are there, all those things you can easily avoid it. Apart from that, here whatever the suffocation related problems are there, it is also resolved because they use some kind of material there. And you can just see this one. They use the waterproof layer, they use the sound related whatever issues are there. Okay, so sound absorption, then after the whatever the suffocating materials are there, they avoid it, and that way they make the entire mask. Okay, so whatever the challenges right now we are facing, majority of the particular problems they solve using this particular mask. And if I want to go ahead with this particular mask, so we cannot recognize the people, right? So they just wear this kind of visible mask, and here one kind of device is attached that is used for air purification. So see, for the mask also they are designing and improving the product, and there they are applying the reverse engineering. They go ahead with the analysis of the existing product, then they disassemble it. Then after they refine the requirements. Then after they implement improved product, and then after you need to write it down about the benefits of the next version product. Okay, so this is not directly saying that this here reverse engineering is applied, but you need to apply your knowledge regarding reverse engineering and make this way the entire case study. That is the second approach to go ahead with the 4 different case study. Is there any doubts up to here? Any doubts?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
About the case study, it's about our topic. It's you who gonna to give us the topic.
Regarding 4 different case study, you can take any topic, but one topic must be from our domain, that is a computer, IT, AI, big data. One topic from software or computer domain side, and other 3 topic you can take from automobile industry, you can take from mechanical industry, you can take from civil industries, because reverse engineering is not only applied in computer engineering, it is applied on other industries also. So you can take other example, fine, that is fine.
But if we suppose we take, if we start from the beginning, scratch, is it possible to do that?
But that is depending on your product, where you want to apply reverse engineering. So you need to just tell me, that way I can explain you it in better way. Just tell me your example.
Suppose we are using React for front end, suppose.
What?
Framework. Ma'am?
Yes,
Can
yes. Now you can repeat. Can you repeat it, because in between your background voices.
Suppose I want to use reverse engineering by building, suppose website. Suppose
Okay.
by
Yes.
using React JS.
Okay. So it
So,
will take time. It will take time. So what you will do, you already create the website in your previous semester, right? So take that
Yeah.
website and apply the reverse engineering and create some improved version using React.js. That is fine.
I got it. Thanks so much.
Okay, TP1 student, any doubts? Up to here, what you need to carry out in your task 1? Any doubts? I hope you clear that what you need to do in task 1. Okay, so when you come in next lab, make sure for this subject be specific regarding deadline, because we are too much strict on the deadline part. Okay, so whatever the term work part is there, where you need to create the report, in that you need to submit that report on or before 15th July. Okay, on or before 15th July. And in the report, 2 tasks you need to include. The first task is regarding case study. You need to prepare the document for different 4 case study. And second thing that we will discuss on the next lab, like what you need to do in second task. Okay, that I will tell you in the next lab. But regarding case study, the first task, you parallelly start preparing the report for it. Once I already uploaded in the Google Classroom, Arafat. Just accept my invitation. Okay, I already uploaded this format, so you can refer it, and instruction is written here. That way you can go ahead with the preparation of your report. So your report must be complete on or before 15th July. And once you are ready with your presentation, now what you have to include in your presentation, you have to include these 2 tasks in your presentation. like overview of your 4 case study, like summary of your 4 case study, and the reverse engineering tools related details you need to include. So whatever you are doing in report, same thing you need to prepare on the format of PPT, but in very summarized way. And you need to give the presentation. Okay, once you give the presentation, you will get the Viva marks. Both the things, all the reverse engineering tasks you can do group wise. Okay, if you are unable to form the group, then and then you can just go ahead with the standalone. That is fine. This one, you can take the screenshot. This is only for example. You can take the screenshot. Like this way, you can go ahead. This way, you can apply the reverse engineering. And if you just take any ready-made case study, all the things are already written there, but you need to only format it, but understand it properly. Okay, don't just copy and paste the things. Okay, take the screenshot of this.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I'm asking about the parameters, like what the things we have to include on the report.
This
like
one.
the way you wrote in the okay.
Okay, if you are making your own case study using this particular platform, then you can include this particular details, like summary of your entire existing product, images like N95 mask images, N95 mask material used in that, what are the drawbacks that we discuss in comment sections. Okay, we disassemble it. Then after we refine the requirement, that means we just add some functionality like add some materials for the soundproof, add the materials for waterproof, add the materials in such a way that it is not posing any skin problems. So we define our requirement. And whatever the improved product features are there, that is already written in this example or in this particular website. So you can take that. See here, feature of this mask. It is already written. So that is an advantage of using this website. And then after, last one is benefit of your new version. So put some images of your new version and benefits of it. So that way you can create your case study. But make sure when you come in next lab, this task you need to complete like a group formation and title of your 4 case study and some basic knowledge about it. I'm not asking that you create the report of it, but at least group formation and 4 case study title and the information regarding that you need to study it. Is there any tell me? You can take the screenshot of this. I'm pasting this in chat box also. So for your reference, you can just go ahead. Okay, for today we just stop here. When we meet in next lab, we discuss about your case study that you already finalized, and then after we switch to the demo of your reverse engineering tools. Okay, I'm just taking the attendance. Yes, Sunny, you can apply this idea on any field of engineering, but at least one topic you need to take from our domain, other 3 you can take from any other domain. Okay, I'm taking the attendance. Make sure you write in chat box when I speak your enrollment number. First is from TP1DO1 A batch, enrollment number 1. Okay, enrollment number 2. Manav, not there. Okay, Manav. Enrollment number 3, Anuj. Make sure pay attention. Okay, enrollment number 4, Riddhi. 5, Vidhi. 7, Josh. 8, Mansi. Okay. 9, Nikita. Rohan. 10, 11. Okay. 12. 13. Then 1001, Smith. 1002, Devansh. 1004, not there. 1005,
Yeah, 1004 present. I wrote it.
okay. Maybe network related lag is there. Fine. 1005, Dipen, I guess. Not there. Okay, 1006, 1007,
Present, ma'am.
1057, Nikita. Not there. Okay, 1057 is not there. Then 1058.
Ma'am, 105.
Present, ma'am.
Just a second. Girish is there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next is 68, Aditya. Then after 69, Tushar. 71. Then after 9-2 series, enrollment number 1, Jaideep. Not there. Then enrollment number 2, Smriti. Vaishali. Vasu. Kunal. Raj. Raj is not there. Okay, thank you. TP1, TO1 student, you can leave. Now next is 5 TC3 class. B batch, starting with enrollment number 152. Write in chat box, Shubham. Enrollment number 154. 156. Okay, Shubham is there. 156 is there. 159. 157. Kampana. Okay. 162.
Yes, sir. 162. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
162.
Yes. Fine. 163. Sandesh. Okay. 164. Neeraj. 166. Anmol. 167. Sarika. 168. Then 170. Rohit. Okay. 171. 171 not there. 172. 173. Okay, 172 is present. Fine. 173. Not there. 179. Bekaris. Not there. 174.
We can leave, ma'am.
Yes. After giving your attendance, you can leave. 174 is
Okay,
there.
thank you.
Okay. 175. 176. 177. Okay, Sunny is there. 176 is there. Fine. Okay. 180. Krishna. 183. Krishna is not there. 183 is not there. 185. 186.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
188.
Present, ma'am.
190. 191.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 191.
190 present.
Okay.
191 present, ma'am.
Okay. 192. 193. 198. It's very good that students are writing their enrollment number. It's very, very convenient for me. 199.
Yes, ma'am. 199.
Okay. 3200. 3201. 3210. Ashish. Okay. Fine. Anyone remaining for attendance? Thank you, students. Have a nice day. You can leave.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम
Yes. Sunny.
मैम दरअसल क्या है कि मैम हम लोग का जो वो स्टूडेंट लॉगिन है मैम अभी तक अपडेटेड नहीं है, ना ही कंटेंट में हम लोग का 5th सेमेस्टर का है, ना ही रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो सब देख पा रहे हैं। तो वो सर को मैसेज लिखा है हम लोगों ने, पर कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं रहता। आप एक बार उनको एक्नॉलेज कर देती तो हेल्प
Okay. मतलब लॉगिन आपका ओपन क्यों नहीं हो रहा है?
मैम लॉगिन हो रहा है। हम लोग का क्या है कि जितना कंटेंट है सब 4th सेमेस्टर का ही है, हम लोग का 5th सेमेस्टर का कुछ भी नहीं दिख रहा है उसमें।
अच्छा बेटा, उसमें ऐसा है कि वीडियोस के एक्सेस राइट अभी मिले नहीं है, तो एक दिन वेट कर लो। सबका ऐसा है, ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई किसी का हुआ है किसी का नहीं हुआ है। जैसे ही एक्सेस राइट मिल जाएंगे तो आपको सारे वीडियोस और सब कुछ मिल जाएगा, आपकी अटेंडेंस भी आने लगेगी। क्योंकि अभी न्यू सेमेस्टर स्टार्ट हुआ है ना, तो अभी रुक जाओ, थोड़े एक दिन के वेट करो। ओके
ओके मैम, थैंक यू मैम।
मैम बिग डेटा 12.
Okay, students, leave the meeting. Yes, Nigetu.